Hello, boys and girls. Guess what time it is? It's story time.
Hello everyone, this is Miss Marcia bringing to you another story. Let's sing together. It's story time, you haven't got to pay a dime. If you want to have some fun, get a comfy seat and sit right down. Now listen very carefully, for you can learn as much as me. Make believe in what you hear, these stories I shall read to you. La 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 la. La 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 la. And our story today is The Tiny Seed, and this was written by a very popular children's author, Miss Eric Carle. So, The Tiny Seed by Eric Carle. In autumn, or another name is fall, a strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than all of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? Can you spot the very tiny seed? Yes, right here. See, it's smaller than all the others. One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up it goes. It flies too high and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. See, that one is burning up. The tiny seed is still going. Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. See the tiny seed on the mountain? Snow-capped mountain? Sorry, not the tiny seed. The other seed on the snow-capped mountain, it doesn't grow. Here's the tiny seed moving on. Now, they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on with the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. That's the seed that went into the ocean and drowned. The tiny seed is still going. One seed drifts down into the desert. It is hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with the others. Can you see the tiny seed? Yes, it's right there. Good job. Finally, the wind stops and the seeds fall gently down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird does not see it. See, the bird eating the other seed, but the tiny seed is right there. Bird cannot see it. Now it is winter. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they were going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch. But the tiny seed lies very still and the mouse does not see it. See the mouse eating the other seed? The tiny seed is still there. It is spring. After a few months, the snow has melted. It is really spring. Birds fly by. The sun shines. Rain falls, the seeds grow so round and full they started to burst open a little. Now they are not seeds anymore, they are plants. First, they send roots down into the earth. Then their little stems and leaves began to grow up towards the sun and the air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new plants. It is a big fat weed, and it takes all the sunlight and the rain away from one of the small new plants, and the plant dies. See the big fat weed there? It takes all the sunshine, so this plant dies. The tiny seed hasn't even begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry! But finally, it too starts to grow into a plant. Can you see it? Yes, it's right there. Good job. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. They too had been waiting for the sun and springtime. One child doesn't see the plants as he runs along, and oh, he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. See, he stepped on one. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbors grow even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look, a bud, and now a flower. But what is happening? First are footsteps, then a shadow looms over them. Then a hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. The tiny plant is still there. A boy has picked the flower to give to his friend. It is summer. Now the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and on. It doesn't stop. The sun shines on it and the rain waters it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It is taller than the people. It is taller than the trees. It is taller than the houses. And now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at the flower. It is the tallest flower they had ever seen. It is a giant flower. Remember, that's from the tiny seed. All summer long, the birds and bees and butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower before. See, so many birds, butterflies, bees. Now it's autumn again, it's fall. The days grow shorter, the nights grow cooler, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. So remember, all the leaves change colors and they fall from the trees. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all of its petal. That's the tiny seed that grew into that giant flower. It sways and bends along the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more, the wind shakes the flower, and this time the flower's seed pod opens. Out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away into the wind. See all the seeds flying away, just like in the beginning of the book. So the cycle keeps going and going. The end. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, and see you next time.